Now, I'm going to tell you something about women that maybe nobody has ever told you. Now, women look at men like rungs of a ladder. Now, I want you to imagine a ladder. A ladder has many rungs. So just because a woman is your girlfriend or she's your wife doesn't mean that she has settled for you. You may just be a placeholder boyfriend or a placeholder husband. Like they say, she's not yours, it's just your turn. Now, the soulmate thing is a myth, okay? So it's just a matter of luck. So some people may be very compatible and they come together by chance and they make it work. But understand this. Most women will just settle for the man that they can have. But that doesn't mean that that man is their best choice. Okay? So women are always looking for the next better deal. Some women may be patient. They may be there for 1 year, 10 years, 30 years, just like Acon's wife who divorced him after 30 years. There are many cases like that. But just because a woman settles for you doesn't mean that she's there for you. And don't despise women. I'm not saying this for men to hate women. No, just understand that women do this to survive. It's a survival mechanism that is wired within women. That's a way to survive. Think about it. If you hitch your wagon, if you're a woman, you hitch your wagon to the wrong man, or if you're a father who has a daughter and your daughter decides to marry a man who is not a winner, you want that woman to look at men as rungs of a ladder to see if she can monkey branch to a higher rung, right? So as a man, you don't have to rest on your laurels. You don't have to rest on your past. You have to continuously improve. Improve yourself physically, improve yourself mentally, improve yourself financially. But that doesn't mean that all of that will keep a woman. If the woman still wants to leave, at least you have a better chance having another woman. You see that? That is why being in shape is so paramount. It's your insurance for long-term relationships. It's what makes you have peace of mind as a man. Some men will keep their wives because they are in shape. The wife cannot see a better man out there, so she will choose to stay with you because you are her type, because you are the man who is a winner. You are always improving your finances, your physique and everything, your fashion, your charisma and everything. So as a man, it's so paramount that you get in shape. Like I said, link in the description. I offer fitness coaching and I can help you with that. Now, in life there are trade-offs. So you will never have everything you want in life. Some men understand that that's the deal, so they just have to deal with it. They understand that they are not her first choice, they just have to deal with it. Some men, even though they understand that, they cannot even change it. They know that she's the best they can have, so they do with what they have. But here's what I can tell you. Even though that woman is with you, or she's your wife, or she's your girlfriend, doesn't mean that she's really there. Some women may have already left the relationship emotionally, but they are just there. Now, wise men understand this and they might do certain things. They might decide to leave, or depending on their priorities, they might decide to stay. Maybe they have children and they have certain things that they have built with a woman. But in life, there are trade-offs. But here's what I can tell you. Sorry, a lot of sun here. Okay, so here's what I can tell you. If you prioritize sex, then marriage or long-term relationships is not for you. If you prioritize a lot of sex, a lot of variety, then marriage or long-term relationships is not for you, because there are three things that kill the intensity of sex. You have familiarity, you have proximity, and you have exclusivity. Familiarity She knows all of your moves. There's no longer any mystery. Exclusivity, she's the only woman you've got. So she knows that there's no threat. And what's the next one? Proximity. You are very close to her. You live in the same house. She sees you every day. So those are the three things that kills romance. Now, some people struggle with that. They try to do dinner dates and all of that crap, vacations and all of that. But it really never solves the problems 100%. But there's a positive side. Now, marriage is not all about sex. Some people come to marriage because they want to make children, they want to raise these children, they want to leave a legacy. And so they're gonna trade off sex or the intensity of it for the children. Some men will cheat, some women will cheat. But that's the deal. Those are some of the nasty realities of life that most people don't want to talk about. So, for those of you who are not yet married, take this message seriously. In life, you can never have it all. You have to make some trade-offs. If you prioritize a lot of variety, then I'll advise you not to get married early or not to get married at all. So with that being said, how do you solve this problem? How do you bulletproof yourself? How do you ensure that no matter what happens between you and your wife or your girlfriend, you will still get out safe and you will still get an advantage when you leave? The only thing you have to do as a man is to upgrade yourself in every aspect of your life. Financially, physically, everything. You need to build yourself up so that when a woman leaves you, you can replace her. You can have another woman. Or if you're in a relationship that you don't like, based on your priorities, maybe the relationship has become sexless, there's a dead bedroom, you may want to leave and divorce your wife. And the only reason you cannot do that is because you are not in shape. You know that she's your best. You cannot have any other woman. So that's why I tell guys, get in shape, okay? That's what I do. I help guys get in shape. So if you want fitness coaching, there's a link below this video in the description. Click it and let's talk. But with that being said, upgrade yourself financially, upgrade yourself physically. Take care of your health, everything. Okay? So that's it. You cannot change it. You cannot control what you cannot control. If you are in a relationship with another human being, you cannot control their mind. If they decide to divorce you, you cannot control that. Or if you decide to leave, you can decide to leave. If you decide to leave, then leave and go out there and get another woman. And that's because you're in shape, and that's because your finances in order and all of that. Okay? So like I said, any man in today's world, in today's internet world, where there are lots of options, women see men on the internet, they see other better men out there, they see men going on vacation, they see men spending a lot of money. They are always looking around. Their friends are influencing them. What do you think they are thinking? So as a man, to have peace of mind, you have to be on your best version. You have to always be improving. That's the only way you can solve this problem. Okay? But that's not only the only fact about marriage. Today you can still have a lot of things outside of marriage. Things that people have when they are married, most people can have them without being married. So it's all your choice. But if I have a son today, based on the way I look at the world today, based on the realities of the world, the internet and all of that, I would tell my son never to get married. And this is why. In the old days, there was no internet. It was the man and his wife and his family. He can set the indoctrination within his home. He can tell his wife their plans. He can tell his children their plans, and they can grow within those plans. He can indoctrinate them in the way he wants. Today, he has lost every control. He no longer has that control. The internet, the media, those are the people programming your kids, programming your wife, programming your girlfriend. So long-term relationships, those are the nasty part. That's negative part of long-term relationship, because you are there as a leader, but there are other people having influence on the minds of your wife, your girlfriend, or your kids. the people closest to you. So it makes everything so difficult. Again, these are not the things that people talk about, but these are the things that people should be talking about. These are some of the harsh truths of life. And so if I have a son, I'll tell the son, hey, don't get married because she's not yours, it's just your turn. It's difficult to build something long term with someone that you don't have total control over. She might be compatible with you. She might be with you for 1 year, 10 years, 20 years. You can build something, and on the 21st year, everything crumbles because she decides to leave. And if you're in a Western country and you're a multi-millionaire, she's gonna take maybe part of your wealth if you build it alone. So again, like I said, these are some of the nasty truths about life. Now, like I said, I would advise my son, don't get married. If you want to get kids, meet a girl, talk with her parents, tell them that, hey, I love this girl, we want to have kids, but I'm not gonna get married to her. We're gonna have kids, we can raise the kids separately. I want the good for the kids. The reason I picked this girl is because I've looked at her family, I've looked at her dad and her mom, and I see that even if I'm not there, she's a good mother. She's gonna take care of the kids, and the kid might stay with me for some time. The kid might also stay with her for some time. The kid might be staying with both parents alternatively. Okay, that's how I grew up. That's my story. I didn't grow up with my father. My mom and dad were separated before my mom got married to another man, but I still turned out to be a success. So it doesn't matter. And going forward, those are the things that are going to continue to happen. We're going to continue having broken homes. It doesn't matter whether you want to be there for your kids, you want to have a home where there is the man and the woman in the house to raise the kids. It doesn't matter. You don't have total control over that. It's not your decision alone to make. Like I told you, you can hold it together for 10 years, you can hold it together for 20 years, but would you hold it together for 30 years? Would you hold it together for 5 years? Would you hold it together for 3 years or 3 months? Or it doesn't matter. For everybody is different. So like I said, the soulmate thing is a myth. It's just a matter of luck. Some people might just come together by chance. Sometimes two compatible people who have the same alignments of goals. They both want a family. They hate separation. They love each other. They want to be there for a long term. They want to do all the compromise. But again, like I told you, today is very rare. I can say it's like less than 1% of marriages where you find that. Some people are there in their marriage is not because, even though they are not divorced, it's not because it's the best. They are just holding it together. If they tell you what they are going through, you run. Okay, so don't mind what they post on social media. Oh, loving husband, loving wife, vacation, all this crap. Marriage is tough. It's a tough job. So that's what I would tell my son. Don't get married. Now, there are other things I will talk about maybe in another video, but in this video I want to keep it short. What you need to understand is that women look at men as rungs of a ladder. And some women, they do what we call monkey branching. So they want to make sure that they grab the upper rung of the ladder before they let go of the lower rung. So she might be seeing another man, but she wants to make sure that that other man has committed before she leaves her present man. Some women don't care. They will just leave the present man and then they will hope that luck will save them. And they go out there and they cannot find another man. Because maybe when they were young, they could attract a great man, a handsome man, that's all the physical specimens that they want because they were beautiful. But as time goes on, beauty fades. They can no longer attract such a man. But in their mind, they still have that illusion that they still have it, they are still beautiful. And so they go out there and reality hits and they cannot find a replacement husband. That's the reality of the world. Now, for some men, like I said, if I have a son, I'll just tell the son, hey, don't get married, man. Just because it's gonna get worse, okay? It's only gonna get worse. Don't get married because it's just a lot of risk. You cannot control another. Just like I said previously, if you want to get children, make an arrangement, get children. You can get children without getting married. But again, if you're already married, I'm not saying that you should leave your wife. No, you can make things work. But if you cannot make things work, make sure that you have things set up properly, like I said before, so that if you leave the relationship, you and your ex-wife or your ex-girlfriend can be in good terms. And even if you're not in good terms, you don't have to hate each other. You just have to understand that that's the game. Okay, that's how things work. And if you decide to stay together, just understand that you can never have everything in life. If you decide to stay together, you want to make things work, it's all your choice. Again, this message is not to break up marriages. I'm just putting the truth out there. The truth is harsh, but sometimes we just need to share it. We need to say it, okay? So I'm not gonna make this video long, but that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I hope to see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.